Hello everyone, this is my iPhone recording Fruity Loops, my PC monitor, yeah? It's not the best quality, but you will see everything, you can even read what's happening there. What I am going to show you is going to blow your mind. Trust me, I know what I'm saying. I have discovered that a couple of years ago, and I am actually making that video because of Behringer group, where I want to explain why do I want a sampler with ADSR envelopes on pitch and a filter as well. And what I'm going to show you, it's not what I'm always using, but this is also a alternative way of getting some cool sounds, even actually virtually from any kind of a source. I have been able to make whole songs with one samples, and I'm going to show you how to do it now. I am going to use Fruity Loops sampler, which you can see on the left side, and on the right side, this is where I'm just gonna pick up any sample. Let's choose something from my samples. My own samples recorded with analog synthesizers. Here is a lot from Arturia Mini Freak, Behringer K2, RD8, blah blah blah, anything. So I am going to, oh, here is my guitar sample. The best samples for it are any kind of samples, but the best are in mono, yeah? So, okay, let's choose that one and open it in Fruity Edison. Okay, I'm making here a right click and I'm choosing Edit in Audio Editor. Right click on the sample and you choose Edit in Audio Editor. Edison will open automatically. And here it is. Okay, now you can choose any sound, yeah? Any sound. I'm saying I'm serious about it. And you will see why just in a minute. And you can make any sound from any sound. This is going to blow your mind. Trust me, I know what I'm saying. Okay, let's normalize it. Let's play it. Okay, this is my Ibanez guitar. And now we will cut anywhere, I mean, one single wave, maybe a few, very short wave, it's probably less than a millisecond or something like that, yeah? So let's take that, for example. Then here is Fruity Loops sampler. You can probably do that in any kind of a DAW, but I'm not sure how others are equipped. And you can see here I have pressed, I'm going to show once again what I have pressed just now, but I am dragging and dropping sample here. This is a very short wave, yeah? You can cut that wave from any kind of a sound. I'm repeating myself, but I just want you to remember how to do it. Right now I'm doing remove DC offset. if you can notice, it moves a little bit up. Normalize and showing once again. Pressing here, dragging and dropping here, yeah? And that's all you need. Now if you're gonna press play it, it's gonna sound like nothing. It's actually one way of doing it, but let's go through it. Now you choose this one here, which is crossfade. This is basically looping the whole sample, yeah? And now I'm gonna press again on my MIDI keyboard, PC keyboard, MIDI keyboard. In Fruity Loops you can use PC keyboard as a MIDI keyboard as well. Okay, I'm pressing now and hear the difference. It sounds like an oscillator. I have a kind of a wave cut out from a guitar sample. Yeah. You can cut any wave. It has to be short, simply. Sounds nice, huh? Let's go further. Now I have turned the Fruity Loops sampler into single oscillator synthesizer. And you have everything you need here. You simply have to, after picking up, dropping and dragging and dropping the wave, here you have to do this. Move the crossfade simply by a millimeter, so the red lines will appear on the left and on the right side of the display. I mean here, this one and that one. Okay, let's close Edison. There should be less confusion now. Okay, I'm gonna do it once again. It's this one. You can see on the sides that there are lines appearing, and now it's gonna loop the whole wave. And this is a polyphonic thingy. Okay, let's go further now. Because some people told me that I don't need ADSR, blah blah blah. Okay, let's change the window now in Fruity Loops sampler. And let's simply turn on the envelope. This is volume envelope. You can see everything here. And now I'm gonna press the whole thing, and I'm gonna press 3 notes. Let's make it a bit longer. Attack. Okay. Let's make a kick from it. Okay. Let's take this up. This. Nice, huh? We can experiment with that, of course. Let's move it a bit lower. I'm trying to make a kick out of it. It should work. depends on well, the best wave is for kick is a sine wave. Yes, it's not a sine wave, but you can hear kick in it. Sounds a bit weird, yeah. We all know how it really sounds. And here you have more envelopes for controlling even more parameters. Modulation X and Y is actually okay. Let's add a little bit more to it, a bit more balls. And this is basically a synthesizer. And there is even LFO. Okay, let's turn off the envelope, pitch envelope, and here is LFO. You can do the same here. That's an envelope. You can do the same on pitch. Envelope, modulation X, this is filter. This one here to the right. And this is modulation X, this one is modulation Y. So it's basically cutoff resonance. So you can control. Let's turn this one off. Volume envelope. And let's make it a bit slower, so it's not that fast. Of course, you can play chords now as well. So, possibilities are endless. If you're looking for some cool sounds, this is how you can do it. You simply cut a sine wave from a sine oscillator, a sine sample from any kind of a synthesizer that you have. Let's open that. For example, this is K2 bass. I'm just going to quickly go again through it. Right click on a sample. Edit in audio editor. Edison is opening. This is not a sine wave, of course, but yeah, this is stereo. If the wave is looking like that, this is mono, at least closer in that example. And this is Behringer K2 bass that I have recorded. And now I'm going to click this one to the right, hold it, move it, and drag and drop it. And here it is. You can see it looks the same, yeah? Let's get rid of these that LFO for now. this, let's normalize it. Oh, come on. Oh, I cannot normalize it. Okay. Let's just play it. From this into that. Let's take it a bit further, by the way. You can actually have a lot of fun with it. So this is what I would like to see in a sampler that I have proposed on a Behringer group. So there would have to be, I'm gonna post that video there, yeah. This is why I'm actually doing it. Not only because you can additionally see some cool stuff, what you can do with sounds. But what would you need there? Simply loop points, looping points would be the most basic thing what has to be there, because it has to loop the sample. Maybe sample start, something like this. This one, this knob here. That would be also very cool. You can actually, in that moment, you can skip the Edison, if I can remember, and you can basically do the same here using that knob, yeah. But Edison is more flexible, let's say. Start offset. Okay. So the previous technique is better if you have longer samples. This one is okay, but it's not as flexible. Yeah, it doesn't always work. So what's the next thing? So basically, once again, you would need that knob, crossfade, sample start also, that would be really cool, and then envelopes for panning as well. This is really cool stuff. If you can LFO panning, volume and LFO, cutoff, volume envelope with an LFO, cutoff envelope, resonance envelope, and pitch envelope. Pitch envelope generally enables you to make some nice kicks, yeah. So that's how it looks like. This is what I would like to have in a sampler. These are actually basic and fundamental features of any decent sampler. I mean analog sampler, and this one here in Fruity Loops is very flexible, as you can see, and you can use it. You can turn it into one oscillator synthesizer if you are simply going to feed it a very short wave, like I did before. And it's a fantastic way of having fun. So, thank you for watching, and I hope that's gonna clear some questions or doubts, better said, on the forum where I'm going to share that video as well. I'm gonna leave it here on YouTube because I think that if you cannot afford a synthesizer, this is the way you can make really nice samples. And don't forget about clipping. You have to press here, pre-computed effects, that's what it is. You have to click clip, 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 and then boost. And that clipping acts like distortion. It sounds great. Something like that guitar pedal. Okay, so thank you for watching once again, and have fun simply. And I hope Behringer will like that idea, and I would like to have a sampler that has all of these features, and if I can upload any kind of a sample, very short wave, cut it out from anything, I can turn that sampler into anything that I want. I can make percussions from it, I can make pads, as you have heard here in the video as well. At the beginning I have showed it how to do it. Any kind of sounds really, yeah. It acts like an oscillator, and this would be fantastic. Thank you for watching once again. Have a nice evening, weekend, week, day, whatever, wherever you are. Keep having fun.